Hi everybody, Dacob here. Welcome back to my fashion bunker. Today I want to talk to you guys. I want to make it like a living room situation. It's not even a Q&A session. It's just that I want to find a way to talk to you guys somehow, and it's really difficult through the screen, obviously. So I'm just going to read through a couple of your comments on some of my videos and just comment on them. It's not even a Q&A, literally. It's more of a, as Wendy Williams would say, how you doing situation, because I think it's kind of cool to interact with you, not just like writing all the time back, but also, discussing it, because I do believe that not all of you read all of the comments under every video. So that's a bit difficult, I guess. So I guess I'll just kind of filter out a couple of comments that might be interesting to you guys as well. And then by making a video on the topic, we might be more of a community after that. Let's just grow together. That's the kind of whole point about it. Let's see if that works or not. My computer just turned off. Okay, no, here we go. On my Shopping Shock worst customer service ever video, oh boy, this is a difficult name for me to pronounce. Asiatica or Asiatica Brzidulas Finlandi. Hope I got that right, girl. Anyway, very sweet of you. Now, Asiatica, I will change a little bit your text just in case some people out there English speak. Well, anyway, here's the text. My brother went to Paris, so I asked him to purchase Chanel for me. First store they didn't let him enter. Checked what is inside bag carefully. Maybe they look too poor. I think she meant maybe he looks too poor. And then in parentheses she writes, he is rich. I gave him another address. He also didn't purchase, saying, standing there, nobody came to help. And when finally somebody came to help him, when he asked the sales associate said, they don't have, and went away. So he's angry. Why does he need to buy something so expensive and be treated like shit? So I ended up buying in Finland, where the price is much more expensive, Scandinavian, so tax is high, and for some reason everything is 200 to 500 euro more expensive here. But because of much customer, the service here is still exactly what you expecting, spending so much money. So I guess, but because of, I don't know if you want to say that because there's less customers there, the service is still exactly what you expect to get for your money, because they can still dedicate the time to all the customers because there's less customers. On the other hand, I don't like too official way of Louis Vuitton atmosphere. A few years ago, two security guys standing in front of the door, opening for you. And inside, too much official. Nowadays, when the sales increase, if it became okay, they are busy, but their service is always okay. P.S. What is the retail price of Chanel Mini in your local store? All right, guys. Now, I love this comment for several reasons. First of all, because it's very honest. Second of all, because it shows me that there's somebody who is also asking for a kind of a comment, but also to understand the situation within luxury. Now, it's difficult to understand it in any case, but as far as your brother going to Paris, Paris was just under attack, so they might be very, very, very judgmental and picky as to who's coming into these extremely visited stores and boutiques like Chanel might be. So, you also state that you don't like the atmosphere, the very serious atmosphere inside of the Louis Vuitton, very official, you said, atmosphere inside of the Louis Vuitton stores with the two security guys at the front door. Well, Chanel has the security guys too. Always. Always. There's no Chanel store that doesn't have them, just like no other luxury store, that doesn't have them. They all have them. There's no escaping that. And not letting your brother even in, it's either because the store was too full, or they told him there's no chance you're ever getting in, or were they trying to kind of check what's in his bag or whatever before he enters the store, which is something the security actually is not allowed to do. Only the police can do that, but they ask you to open your bag, and once you say yes, you open it, and they are allowed to search it because you said yes to them, but that's a totally different story. Why they didn't let him in, I don't know. However, it's very rude of them. Of course, it's very rude of them, but I would give Paris a pass for now, just because of all the attacks that have been happening. I'm sure they're all crazy and going berserk. I hope that the situation is getting better and the people are getting a bit more relaxed, but you never know. Had this happened in some other European country, I would tell you the hell with it. Really bad service. Louis Vuitton, yeah, I've noticed that too. They have this very kind of serious, very official attitude in the store, which also annoys me. But I think it has to do mostly with their kind of like wooden interior and the brown tones of everything that makes it just look old-fashioned. Sorry to have to say this, but old. But I love it anyway. But you know, it's missing that zhuzh. You know, the zhuzh. We love the zhuzh. And Louis Vuitton stores are missing the zhuzh. They should pep them up a bit. I don't know. But again, you know, I always say I'm missing Marc Jacobs. I'm missing Marc Jacobs for Louis Vuitton. He did a great job. But anyway. The price of the Mini. The Mini is changing price all the freaking time. I don't know. I mean, I don't own a Mini. I own a small. But the Minis right now in Europe and in America, I think they kind of have a similar price. In Europe, I think they're around 2.4, 2.5. And America is around 2.9, 3. I don't know. You tell me. But I don't have one. So, and whenever I look for one, they're always made in Italy, and I don't want them, you know? The seasonal bags, yes, get them made in Italy because they only make them made in Italy, and they can be amazing. However, be very cautious. Look through them. Check them out. Find the one that doesn't have any flaws, because maximizing profit means also reducing quality control. And unfortunately, alas, it's also an issue with Chanel, with everybody. I don't know. Maybe only MS is the last company still standing without those issues. You know, since I don't have 10 grand or 15 grand to just like splurge on a Birkin or a Kelly, I won't know until I do. And until that day comes, the bags will probably cost triple as much. So. But I haven't heard so many complaints about MS as much as I have about Chanel and, you know, Louis Vuitton and company. Fortunately, Prada too, anyway. But we pronounce it Prada, don't we? As you know, check it out, Professor Dacob, the card section up above. How to pronounce Italian luxury brands correctly. Okay, moving on. Other interesting comments. I have, yes, Stanley Dragon Jr. MJ, how are you, my dear? I love your channel, love your videos. Check Stanley Dragon Jr. out, guys, if you haven't. Great collection, Louis Vuitton and Chanel, particularly the small leather goods. Cute! All colors of the rainbow. Customer servitude. I have walked out of stores that know I spend. I have been interrupted for my essay to do something else. Ugh. I have no problem asking if they want my money in a nice way. When I come back later with bags from other stores. Ooh, I snapped when I read that comment, girl. You nailed it. You know what I mean? Like, you just like, okay, do you want my money? I was like thinking, Dacob exercises. How would you like say it like politely to an essay? Like, I mean, I would always be a bitch. I can't. I couldn't like, get rid of that. You know, like, wait, let's try. Yeah. Do you want my money? Yeah, I couldn't. I mean, I would be upset. I would take it personally. I know I shouldn't, but, you know, I end up doing it. And I know, like, it's easier said than done. You just shouldn't take things personally. Just like, okay, whatever. But especially if the essays know you and then all of a sudden they're, like, ignoring you. You're like, girl. And mind you, I'm not an easy customer. You know, for a luxury product that isn't on sale, that's full price, I demand perfection. Why else would I be spending so much of my hard blood, sweat, earned money? You know? So the customer is always right in this case. I'm sorry, but luxury demands attention. You can't have luxury without attention. It doesn't go hand in hand. Absence or lack of attention and luxury doesn't go hand in hand. You don't just pay those 3, 4, 5, 50,000 grand for a bag just because it's the brand. No, you also pay for the attention. So, Stanley Dragon Jr., my dear, yes. Yes. Good for you. Going out and making it very clear that they don't want your money. I'll come back with a bag from another store and I'll say hi. But yeah, still hard to pull it off. Lanier Smith, my dear. Everybody, check out Lanier Smith's channel. The best perfume reviewer out there. Now, Lanier also commented on the Rare Chanel shopping reveal. check that review in that video in the card section up above. With compliments of Super Dacob Fashion Bunker. Subscribe to my channel. Like commercial within the video, huh? I'm really good at this. Anyway, Lanier Smith, my dear, you said to the bracelet, this is indeed something something. It is pure perfection. Indeed, it is timeless and therefore will always be contemporary to whatever you wear. I love this bracelet. Now I want to get a bracelet too. Now? Okay, I've always wanted one. Yeah. I mean, Chanel bracelets. And then I continued saying, oh, those Chanel bracelets. They do always call to us. They represent the closest connection to Mademoiselle as they are a sort of wedding ring to bond with Coco. It's a commitment cuff for Chanel's heritage. At least to me they are. Like a sort of a prison as well, you know, because they're really like big cuffs. And especially if you're wearing doubles, like symmetrical ones as she used to do. Yeah. Anyway, Lanier answers, I could not agree with you more, but I shall try. Yes, in fact, they are in some ways shackles of devotion to her, and I mean that in the most respectful way. To wear them, I am sure, is in some way a connection. By the beating of your heart, where the wrist touched the cuff, a wireless message beyond to her spirit. I always, when I think of Mademoiselle, see her in my mind's eye wearing her beautiful cuff bracelets. And I do too, Lanier, I totally do. So guys, you know, Chanel always used to, well, in most of the photos that we know of Chanel in her life, especially in the 30s, 40s, she would wear her, you know, twin symmetric cuff bracelets. So it's a big, big, big part of her visual. I have my bracelet here just so that you can see what we're talking about. Of course, Chanel did not do the interlocking C back in the 30s. That was not in the picture yet. But now we have the interlocking C's. So this is a Chanel cuff. Very much like a shackle in a way, as Lanier describes it oh so well. Now, PBPB. Any thoughts on the new Chanel policy of 5 years to spa service bags? And then I answered, I don't know. But I was at my Chanel boutique lately and asked about that. You know, it's, yeah. Now, it's interesting what you keep on telling me because I said I would be in the boutique and we'll ask more details, but a very interesting topic, and it is an interesting topic. Then PB answered back, I confirmed with Chanel SA, all Chanel bags have a 5-year service spa, plus you must have proof of purchase. I asked if Chanel was concerned about MS with their lifetime spa. I'm an MS addict at heart. And the response was that the Chanel client at my local boutique was buying for a season, and for lack of a better word, the care factor of their typical client was not an issue now nor in 5 years. Sounded like fast fashion to me. I've wanted a vintage single flap forever. Bummed I cannot take a Chanel spa. By the way, just subbed. Would love to see a video on your thoughts down the road on this. Love your MS Birkin video, so spot on. Thank you so much, PBPB. Thank you for subscribing and for commenting and opening up to the community and writing a long comment. I love long comments. Now, yes, Chanel is maximizing profits. They are pushing it to a limit, partially because the economy is the way it is, and yeah, I hate using the word greedy, but you know, the company wants more and more and more and more and more, and you gotta grow 30, 40, 50% a year. There's no way it's gonna burst. The bubble's gonna burst sooner or later. But there's that on one hand. On the other, they're riding the tide. You know, they're on top of the world, so they should milk that cow. But on the third hand, I think maybe subconsciously or maybe very consciously so, there is that fear of what is happening after Lagerfeld either kicks the bucket or leaves or retires. Either way, you know, that time is coming. And that's when the shit hits the fan, in my opinion. And them like being so strict about all of this and collecting as much money as possible is because I think they're like little squirrels stacking up for a rainy day. Because that rainy day are coming, unfortunately. Because nothing is forever. So it's tricky. And Lagerfeld, you know, he was alive already, and when Chanel was alive, so it's kind of, you could say he met her. You know, it's like it's as direct a connection can be to her. Somebody that has known her in some way or form, that now works and represents her brand. Once he's gone, that ain't gonna happen again. You know what I mean? Some new kid is gonna come, or not so new kid, but that person that comes will have to reinterpret the whole language and mythology of Chanel. It's a tricky one. So I understand that they are kind of stacking up for a rainy day. I really get that. But at the same time, if you're charging a lot of money for something that has been produced very quickly, you gotta treat your customers in the luxurious way, just the same luxurious way you demand your customers to pay. Another shocking thing, one of the last things I've purchased from Chanel, I literally went to pay and I wanted to split it 3 ways because part of it was kind of partially a gift from somebody. So, and then they said, oh, you know, our policy has changed. We can't split more than 2 per payment. So basically, they're telling you, you don't have the money, you can't afford it. So if you have 3 credit cards and you want to, you know, split thousands of dollars on 3 credit cards, they won't let you do it. I was shocked. So you know what I mean? Like, they're really tightening up wherever they can to make it like look like you gotta battle it out to get it. I'm not liking that. I'm not liking that, not because I think everybody should have luxury. No, you gotta hunt it down. And I'm not saying not everybody should have luxury in the sense of not everybody should be able to afford it. I think everybody should be able to afford it. But what I like about luxury is that you gotta hunt the product down that you like, you know? It's not like every store has it, and it's not like they're just willing to spend their time to hunt it down for you. No, you gotta hunt that thing down. And that hunting instinct that awakens within me, within the luxury world, that's what I like so much, you know? I don't like it easy. I never did. I always like to play either hard to get or I like to hunt down my prey. And oh boy, especially Chanel pieces, some of my Chanel pieces I had to wait 6 to 7 years to hunt down. But this hunter is patient. I'm a tiger. I'm lurking in the deep, deep bamboo forest ready to attack. I can wait. I can wait as long as I have to wait, but I'll get it sooner or later. So that's a part of luxury to me. In that sense, I think things should be like more difficult to obtain, but not because like they don't let you pay with 3 different credit cards. Come on, really? Anyway, guys, let me know what you think in the comment section down below about this video. I love this kind of discourse with you. Share this video if you liked it and give me all sorts of opinions, you know, on everything and anything. And love you. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you wish to see more. See you soon. Bye. Mwah. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed my video, and if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and check out some of my other videos. I'm also on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. So come on over guys and join the fun.